So synchronicities, phenomena in which an external event meaningfully coincides with an internal state without a casual relationship. For Jung, they review the acasual order of the collective unconscious and function as crossing points between the psyche and world.
Yeah.
So that's the idea. Now, I don't know about you personally, but I've had so many of those, especially after I understood what they are. It was easier to perceive how they're happening. May I give like one example?
Yeah, please do.
Right. So, as you know, I study Kabbalah, and it's a study of the symbols, right? Some of those might also be in what he mentions, the collective unconscious, which we can get into eventually. But
sure.
In many situations, ever since I started those, they run weekly, the classes, and it was so funny that, for example, once I was supposed to have a class on the strength card, which is one of the arcana, and if you check up the image, it's going to be a woman, like in some tarot decks, it's going to be a woman opening the mouth of a lion. So that means she's using the strength, but not necessarily the physical one, it's like the mental one, doesn't matter. Yeah. The point is, the night before the class, I've actually dreamt that I was with a lot of cats around me, and then I got one of them and did the same idea, like I opened his mouth with my hands. And when I woke up, I was like, what the hell is this about? Like, well, this dream is so weird. But then later in the day, I had the class about the strength card, which I've never seen before. Like I was getting initiated into Kabbalah. And to me, that was like, wow, like how this happens. To me, that was this kind of a casual relationship that, man, how would I have a dream about that and then the relation? So if you pay attention, even in smaller things, you can start seeing those, and they kind of help you get into those deepest parts of the psyche as well. And it's a very interesting phenomenon.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I had made some notes on that as well. I'm trying to find what they are, where they are. There is synchronicities. There is a definite connection with heathenry as well. I'm trying to. Oh man, I know. I should have made better notes.
I know, for example, in Kabbalah, the way we understand it is that there's definitely something running under reality, right? It's not that it may seem that there's not a correlation, let's say, but there kind of is. So it's kind of like the script playing out, and you're being able to see the script being played out. So it's kind of this idea of, there's this external thing happening, which for Kabbalah, there's not really an external. Everything is the same, like in the same environment. But then when you perceive it as an external thing, you can catch it. That's the idea. Like if it's on your unconscious, then you cannot really understand it. But when you see it outside of you, it's like, oh, cool, I get it. Now I can do something about it. There's this kind of play.
From the top of my head, like that really connects to the Wotanic spirit. Of course, he has the gift of vision. I mean, I'm calling it a gift, but he had to literally sacrifice an eye for it in the Well of Mimir. And when you were talking about the lady like opening the lion's mouth, my mind went to Tiwaz and Fenris wolf, who, according to the mythologies at least, unfortunately got betrayed by the gods because Wotan had this vision of Fenris wolf, however you want to call him, however you want to call the archetype, which we'll get into in a moment. Being the catalyst that starts Ragnarok. And since it was Tiwaz who raised Fenrir from when he was a pup, he was the only one. Tyr was the only one that Fenrir trusted. So Tyr said, "You know what? I know you don't trust the gods for good reason. So I'll put my hand in your mouth, and if you are indeed betrayed, as a form of punishment, as a form of retribution, you can bite off my hand.
Mm-hmm. Kind of like
Which
a vote of
is
confidence.
also kind of, going again into foresight, because Tyr knew very well that the gods were unfortunately going to betray Fenrir. So it was like foresight, and then
the thing happening.
Punishment, really.
Yeah. So, I mean, maybe let's go into the collective unconscious, and then we can go into the archetypes, which it's super nice what you just talked about. We'll connect to it.
Yeah.
Also, the Volcanic spirit that you mentioned, Jung did go into a lot of times.
I would imagine so, him being of German descent. Botanic spirits like roams through Germany and through the the Germanic countries.